Here's a question. What, when you're talking about me or other people, some people will talk about everybody else's business except their own. They will be in everyone else's business except their own. I don't know what is it about your own business that you don't want to face and stay in it. What is it about your problems? Because everybody got problems in life. What is it about your problem that makes you run away from your own personal problem to hop yourself invasively in somebody else's business when you have business of your own to take care of? What I mean is, it kind of reminds me of, how some people in school, they will finish their work and then they'll just sit around and just start disrupting the whole class. Well, I mean, did you arrive at that point where all your business in your own personal life is already established? You don't have no debt business. You don't have no marital business. You don't have no relationship business. You don't have no kids problem business. You don't have no job business. I mean, you don't have no health problems. You don't have no, I need to clean my house and make sure that the kids are asleep and make sure that the kids need to be take care of business. Because the way how people dip themselves in other people business, and the waste of time and energy of just watching somebody else's life when you could be taking care of unsolved business of your own. Looking at me won't get paperwork done that you need to have done. Looking at me won't solve your divorce situation and divorce paper if need be done. Looking at me won't make you lose weight or gain it. Looking at my business and talking about how ugly I am won't help make you more beautiful. You can be good looking, male or female, on the outside. I mean, you got the abs and the build and the body, but your attitude is ugly and funky and stanky and skanky as hell. Your heart is evil as hell. You hate damn near everybody under the sun. How can somebody look that good and have such a ugly and dark heart and a bad, conceited, arrogant, prideful attitude? That sounds like Lucifer to me. Because I could be wrong on here. When you look good, you don't really have to say a damn word. People see it. People see it. They see it already on you. If your looks is stunning and and it's something that captures their attention, they already gonna see it. It's when you open your mouth and you start mistreating people like they're animals and they're dogs, and you're laughing and you're talking about them. You look ugly. People like you look ugly as hell. Have you ever just sit back and just watch these type of mockers? They really think that they got their looks and body on point. Really. And even if they do got their body and their looks on point, look at the inside of your heart. Because in the Bible it says that Jesus said it's not what goes into a man's mouth that makes him unclean. Follow this. Jesus said it's what comes out of a man's mouth that makes him unclean, because whatever is in his heart, he speaks it. That's what makes you an ugly, unclean woman and man. when you go around laughing and making fun of people that's going through hard time, homeless people, people with disability, older people, you're going to get old one day. Trust and believe that. You're going to age because it's a natural part of life. I'm 56 years old. I used to, in my 20s, I had the same attitude, if you will. Oh, I'm never going to get old. And when I get old, I'm never going to look this way and that way. Well, you'd be surprised how long you keep on trying to hold on to that fit body. And then you get sick or something throws you off. So you can't even put all of your eggs into that, into your looks. That's why when you go to the book of Proverbs, some of you women probably need to read up on how to become a virtue woman. That's not based on looks, honey. It gives the steps to a virtue woman, what she does. And the first thing is that she has the fear of the Lord. This woman, according to the Bible, supersede all of you beauty pageant women, all of you prom queen girls, all of you that bad one. See, you're a bad one in the eyes of God if you have a good heart and you accept the Lord Jesus Christ as your personal savior. You know what you are? Shoot, you the whole package. Not only is a man getting looks and body, but and then your skills and your talent, but he's also getting a woman that fears the Lord. That means she's going to be faithful to the Lord. If she faithful to the Lord, then who's she going to be faithful to? Him. A woman that fears the Lord is not looking for Tom, Dick, Harry, Jane, and Jamal and Tyrese. She only looking for one man. That's it. One man sent by God. That's not going to give her hell. Where they're woven together like they was meant to be. Right? That's not going to devour her. That's not going to try to water her down. Some men feel threatened by a woman intelligent. Well, a woman was meant to just be more than an object. And just like some men treat a woman like she can't speak or she can't talk or everything that she say is belittled in a sense. Like she doesn't know what she's talking about. Right? So some men have this thing for a woman to just look good, just look pretty, just look like a trophy, just look like a statue, just look like a pretty mannequin, and just don't say nothing. Don't use your brain and don't speak. Well, I wouldn't be human. Then I wouldn't be human if I am not allowed to express my thought into speech. You understand? And some men, even on some of the dating sites, because I'm single, I've been single for a while, married, but about ready to get a divorce. So I'm a single woman and I'm looking for something more long term, and that's really, really, really something of God. So, there's some men will show me their penis, cock, first. And then sometimes I tell them, I said, okay, that's nice, but you're worth more than that. Let me hear your thoughts. Because I don't know, because I'm not out there being that type of woman, to just treat a man like an object. So it's like some men feel like that's the only thing they have to offer a woman is the penis. Well, what if a woman like me is not just turned on by the penis? Oh, I love sex. Trust and believe it. But I'm not just turned on by sex. and looks. I'm turned on by the intelligent mind and the action of a man. That really makes me ready. You understand? His action just speaks louder than any kind of words that he could say. His action, that if he say he gonna be there, he's there. If he say that he's gonna do something, he did it. You understand? That speaks so much greater than any penis. You give me that penis when we're in that bedroom. You understand? But I want you, I want all of you. I just don't want that part. Your penis can't talk to me. You know, it do other things, but it can't have a conversation with me. It can't guide me sometime when I get confused as a woman and probably just need a manly advice on things. Are you understanding me? I think that, some men and women, where you're so afraid of yourself to the point that you won't even take time to yourself. You hop in and out of relationship like crazy because you are afraid to be alone, but you're not going to find yourself until you have a long time with you and God. Even Jesus had that time alone. Even I had that time alone. Sometimes you're so comfortable with being isolated or secluded or to yourself, you enjoy it. You enjoy that peace of quiet. You enjoy it as long as you don't have people stalking you and harassing you and trying to purposely disrupt your peace and your rest. Because those time to yourself is where you reflect within yourself. You're supposed to be reflecting inside. You came in this world by yourself, and you will be checking out of this world by yourself. No man or no woman on this earth is going to die with you. Maybe after you, maybe before you. But you will be leaving this earth the same way that you came in. You was born naked and you checking up out of here. So before you do, I look back, because I don't outright just go from person to person gossiping about people business. I never found it a form of entertainment or slander and lying on people. You know what I'm saying? But I've been talked about ever since I've been young. I always been that woman and this woman and she this and she that. I have never carried myself in that such a manner to try to get a gang of people to put that particular woman down or that particular man down. If I'm angry, you're probably going to get cussed out. And if you did something to me really bad, I don't want to have shit to do with you no more. Because you're not respecting boundaries and you're not respecting me. So that's how I feel about that. But I've had men, it's almost like you kind of feel sorry for them in a sense, because it's like the first thing that they show you is the penis. I don't know if they're trying to be funny or what, but they don't see some. I guess they're not seeing that you're offering yourself like you're a male whore. That this is all that you have to offer is a woman, is to show her your penis, and then you tell her that this is all that I got. Well, I don't know how many women look at things the way that I see it in my perspective. I'm kind of weird here, and I'm kind of a unique type of woman where some people don't see where I'm coming from, or they don't understand, or they just don't want to understand. But I don't see a man just as a penis walking with two legs. And I'm not turned on, or I'm not an older woman that's desperate where you could con me, trick me, manipulate me. You ain't got to do all those damn jumping jacks because I'm not going to do it. That's why I don't go date men. I ask them. I will. Any man that mess with me, they know that I'm going to ask him. Closed mouth don't get fed. So I do believe in that old fashioned thing. I ask for what I want. And if they can't help me, because remember, they're not obligated, especially if they're not my man. They're not obligated. So if they can help me, they can. If they can't, then they won't. And I'm not mad at them. I'm not going to get mad at them. They just can't do it, right? So it's like, wow. I mean, it's almost like a woman, too. She been treated so long like an object that's the first thing that she offers. Without a little flirt, you can understand a little flirt here, a little flirt that, you know, maybe show something, leave something to their imagination. You figure it out. You dream about it. I want you to have me on your mind. You think about me until you can't be without me. That's what you do. Right? So I think that when you get to that point where you start offering yourself up like male whores and female whores, I think that you're more worth that. If you don't see yourself as that, that's your problem. I'm a big size woman, and I had to go through this because I used to lose weight up and down yo-yo, and I thought that if I lost weight for men, that they would love me more and they will not cheat on me because dun 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 dun, I'm thin woman now. I dropped all the way down to 120, and everybody was like, "Girl, you look like you a crackhead." Because I grew up with big hips, small waistline, flat stomach, and big booty. So they've been so used. That's like my signature body thing now. That's what they know me as. And before arthritis, they would know me about my walk, right? So I became bulimic. Do you know what bulimic is? Bulimic is where a person will indulge in food. That means everything that he or she deprived themselves from because they was on a diet. Well, they also have binging moments. It's like a, person that, binge on alcohol, if you will. But you're not binging on alcohol, you are binging on food. So you binge, you have a moment of binging. So you eat everything that you was deprived of. And then you go buy you a box of X-Lax. And then you take the whole damn box. Or you stick your hands down your throat to gorge it up. Well, if you do that too many times, it messes up your inner lining for one dang thing. And then it also give you irregular heartbeat. Doctor told me that I had irregular heartbeat. So after he told me that, I just stopped doing it. And I made a promise to myself. And that's probably why these California white men and Mexican men and white women is trying to fat shame me. Because I did make a promise to myself. Because it is me, myself, and I, in the end. And I said, I will never lose weight for people, period. No pressure of people will make me lose weight. No man will make me lose weight. I'm not losing weight again for a man unless I feel that surge like, I want to get real sexy for him. You know what I'm saying? This would be my choice. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to give him, I want to give him a little bit more or whatever. Maybe it's a sexy outfit that I want to get into. You know, then that would be my choice, my motivation. Not because a group of white people or Mexican people are pressuring me to look like them. Everybody was not meant to look the same. When you go, a rational, smart person knows this. Look around us. There is not just skinny people. There's people of all size. Look in the fishes. Look at the birds of the air. You got tiny birds, and then you have what? Big birds, right? Look at the fishes in the sea. You have what? Tiny, tiny fishes. And then you have what? Big whales, big sharks. So God did this on purpose, don't you think? That everyone was meant to have their own unique differences. We was never meant to be like the other person. People will try to make you conform to how we look, and we're all thin and a size 80 pounds, 90 pounds, 100 pounds. Why can't you look like us? Because you probably got an anorexia disorder. Same way how I had the bulimic disorder. You probably have anorexia disorder that you don't want to face because you're probably afraid to get fat because you don't want to be fat shamed like you fat shaming me. You don't want people to embarrass you and humiliate you like you call yourself doing to me over the internet. So this is why you starve yourself damn near in secret. Some of these people are doing this in secret. Now, I've been a CNA over 21 years. That's a certified nurse assistant, if don't nobody know what that means. Well, I've worked in a nurse home with all type of patients, nurse home, hospital, and private duties. All age of people. And when you look at the majority of people that's in there, and I really mean this, check it out. There's not a lot of fat people in there. There's people that's the ideal skinny weight or slimmer weight. You think about it. Just do a quick run in your mind if you ever worked in a hospital, if you ever worked in a nursing home. The majority of people in there are slim and skinny. You don't see a lot of BBWs up in there. Not even a big 4, 5, 600 pounds. You don't see a whole lot of them in the hospital. They still eating and grubbing, and here your skinny tail is all up in the hospital. They have to admit you. But I thought that if you're fit, that you will never have to go to the hospital. Because that's what they pump everything up to believe. Well, I've taken care of patients that used to be doctors, lawyers, and their schedule was running, jogging, but yet they had a heart attack and a stroke. They still had it. You know what I'm saying? Doing all the right, healthy thing and still end up having a heart attack and a stroke. Still had it. And if you do your research nowadays, they say that there's more 30-something-year-olds are having strokes because you're being too pressured by unnecessary things. You're trying too hard, overly doing it to fit in with the crowd. The moment when you separate yourself from fitting in and I want to be a part of this clique. The moment when you separate yourself, that's when you're going to find your peace. As long as people, it's not purposely like you're doing or like some people have been doing. They have been trying to disrupt my peace at the age of 56. Don't you think that by 56 I'm tired in this race game of life? So I'm slowing down. I don't have time to perform for people and drama and want to see you have outbursts in public. No, I don't have myself a heart attack. I got AFibs. That's where your heart beats. It flutters real fast. First, I had SVT. They did a procedure. That's when your heart rate goes all the way up to 200. Mine used to run up to 180. So that's why the procedure had to be done. Then after that, I got AFibs. Now, AFibs is where you get these fluttering, shortness of breath, and then all of a sudden you start feeling your heart like in a fluttering, racing type of thing. And it does have a pain to it. So you don't know if you're having a heart attack or what's going on. I just know I need to find me a pill because I'm on these blue pills, not Viagra neither. And they're blue or they're white, Solitol. And I have to take those suckers because he was going to do more surgery on me. But he said it was going to be complicated. And I was like, oh, because I was already having a nervous fit about the ablation. Yeah, they took me down to the surgery room. And I was like, I ain't ready. So they had me watch a video. Then I said, okay, I'll try it. I said, can I have some knockout medicine? Just knock me out and get it over with, man. I ain't trying to waste y'all time. But anyway, so to keep me from going back under the knife and to have another, he said it was going to be more complicated. It's like, no, because y'all probably never be able to, yeah, man, I probably going to waste the dang doctor time. Because I'm probably checking out the moment they rolled me down in the surgery room. Like, wait. So anyway, what I'm trying to say, because I almost got sidetracked. What I'm trying to say is that I worked in a nursing home, seen a lot of skinny people having, strokes and heart attacks as well, and they did all the right thing. But I think that it's the pressure, the peer pressure, that you putting yourself or undergoing a lot of stress that you don't have to really undergo. You really don't. It's a matter of slowing down. It's a matter of that you don't have to be a part of the crowd. You don't have to be approved by everyone. And once I learned that, I could tell them to go to hell. You know, I don't need your acceptance of me. God have already validated me. What do I need your little man and woman made of dirt words for? Are you going to put money in my pocket? Well, what do I need to 100% stay focused on what you got to say? If it ain't good, if it ain't building me up, oh, you could keep those words. Everybody entitled to their opinion. Don't mean that I have to accept it. I could send it right to hell. You heard me? So, some of you young people, you got your kids, some of you got kids, some of you are in a relationship, because I got children, grown adult children. They go from 37, 36, 35, and 34. So they're about your age, around some of y'all age. And I'm trying to tell you, all of that trying to please people, you're going to get to a point when you step aside and go work on yourself. You're going to see that was all for nothing. You're going to see all of the, oh, I'm trying on this hat because I'm trying to fit in with this person. You're going to see that was a waste of time. But, of course, you got to learn on your own, right? Some of you trying on hats that don't even fit you. You trying on a hat of thug life. You know you ain't going to kill no damn body. So you might as well take that hat off. Listening to the rap music. So now you're a thug. Shorty want to be a thug, right? That ain't your style. Then you try to be a player. Well, shoot, I'm trying to get as many dudes and men. Yeah, but then there's drama in between that. A lot of drama. And then you dealing with maybe an immature spouse or significant other at your age. It's like, but you don't want to let them go. Well, sometimes you gotta let people go in that direction. That's not your wifey or your husband. And even if you feel that the marriage is like toxic, well, then you already know what you need to do. Toxemia needs to leave the body, because toxemia is something that a woman can contract when she's pregnant. I had it, and it's poison. It gotta leave the body. It gotta go, and that's how your relationship is. Gotta go. When I went through a lot, child abuse, all of that, homeless, all from the age of 7, as I can remember, all up in the foster care system and stuff. So I could live my life dwelling on that and be mad at the world and all of this hurt people, hurt other people. Nah, bruh, you have a choice in that, bruh, because innocent people did not hurt you. They're not the one that hurt you. You need to deal with the people that hurt you, or you need to forgive them and get counseling and talk about it, because you can't go throughout the earth using that as your excuse to hurt people. No, that's a bunch of bullshit. Now I'm going to really call it what it is. It's a bunch of bullshit. Hurt people hurt other people. Well, then I should be I should be going around hurting every damn body right now. You got me all over the goddamn internet without my permission. I should just randomly, you probably a part of the people that's watching me every damn day. And just randomly go off, right? Right? Yeah, well, I'm making choices here. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some innocent people that was forced to watch it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm forced to perform and without money. And I'm a smart older woman. And I don't go in competition with young women. So I don't know why you're getting an attitude with me as an older woman. Not once do I be up in y'all young women face, but they tend to always be drawn to me. And it's not drawn to me as if I'm their mother, like a mother figure, if you will. It's always like a competition mess. Look how fat her body is, and compared to mine. Look, you just got out of the egg. You're a new chick on the block. I've been around the block for a minute. I don't have babies and hysterectomies and all kind of mess happened to my body. So why would you compare your 20, 30-something-year-old body to a damn 56, I'll be 57 in September body? That's not, you're being silly and you're being goofy as hell. That is not funny. Maybe around your clique that you have to fit in with. But that is not funny to mistreat older people like that, because you're going to age one day. And you know what's going to happen? Some of you probably going to turn into some of the old women that I used to see when taking care of them, and your skin is saggy and it's hanging and it's all wrinkled up, and people going to be taking pictures and putting you over the internet because that's what you loved. Remember, there isn't such thing what you do to other people. It eventually come back on you. And if it don't hit you, it's going to hit your children or your grandchildren. So you remember that. What you're sowing out there in the universe may not come directly to you, but it may hit somebody in your household. You think about it. Because you're putting your family under a curse whenever you act in a spirit of negative energy. That's why we need good, positive karma. Do unto people as you want them to do unto you. Or all of a sudden having back-to-back bad energy karma. Can't find your keys. The car won't start on you. You're late for work. The boss about ready to fire you. Like back-to-back type of circumstances happening to you. A curse is happening. So what I'm saying as another golden nugget to the more younger generation, like my kids' age, is that some of you hitting 35, that is a serious also age for strokes and heart attack over the age of 35. You probably want to stop trying to conform to every damn body rule and just be your own damn self. And I think that's why you're making fun of me, because sometimes people can envy you because they want to be like you. And when I say be like you, I don't mean in looks alone. Sometimes people want to be able to break away from the damn crowd and just be their own damn self. But they so damn afraid that they're going to get talked about the way how they're talking about me. They're so afraid that people is going to single them out and, do all kind of, and say all kind of things about them. But that's the price that that you're going to have to pay in order for you to get to know yourself. You got to be willing to pay the price for yourself. That means family and friends going to reject you because you're not the yes guy all the time. Or the yes, I'll do it. Yes, yes, yes. So they can't use you no more. So they're not going to like you. You're going to have to be able to swallow that rejection. And trust me, when I speak on rejection, I mean rejection is where God is putting rejection there in your life because God knows that those people are not right for you. That's why they're rejecting you. And it's there. Right? Because God is allowing it on purpose. There are some people that God is allowing them to reject you so that they don't hurt you. So that's God's way of protecting you. Think about it. When you really look at it, if people is going around gossiping about other people's business, well, what do they do about your business when you're not there? If they are loose mouth like diarrhea about my business and everybody else's business, well, what exactly do they say about your business when you're not around? Because a gossiper seems like they can never tame their tongue. They're always going, like a Duracell battery. Think about it. So when you decide to have a moment to yourself, watch and see how they get an attitude because you're not there giving them attention and entertaining their negative and lying gossiping or slander. Because misery love what? Company. Misery love company. So isolating yourself, if you will, for a moment with you and God is a good thing. Because then you're going to learn yourself. How do you learn yourself? Because yourself is going to talk to you from within. The Spirit of God is going to talk to you. See, it's hard for you to go through life and hearing God when you got everybody else ears and everybody else opinion and everybody telling you, well, if I was you, I'll do this and do that. That's going to drive you crazy. I am a first hand witness that I had to go to the mental hospital because I had such a nervous breakdown of listening to he say this, this, well, if I was you, you should have did this, and you got everybody voice in your ears. You're not hearing God. You're not even hearing yourself. Because everybody else opinions and have latched on to the inside of you. And then you don't know what to do, and then you're going to have a nervous breakdown. You see, once you've been broken, nobody else can break you once you get repaired back again. You see? And so I promise, that's another promise, that I'll never sit up there and have no nervous breakdown just because people don't like me and they reject me and I don't do what they want me to do and I'm not what they expected me to become, to be in life. And, and you're always that negative person that everybody have a negative word about. They never can see the good. I don't became attorney assistant from being a CNA, from being homeless. I was homeless out on the street and went to school. They never praise you because they have already prophesied over your life through gossiping that you this and that, and you'll never finish school or not even have a taste of college. But I did. That came from me having that solitude. I put solitude, having that solitude moment to myself. See, and then I'm gonna finish because I went overboard again. It's called self. Look up the definition. Self. Then it's called self-esteem, but self is there. Then it's called self-worth, but self is there. Then it's called self-value, but self is there. You have to be by yourself for a moment in order for you to find yourself for a lifetime. You're going to be settled with the hat changing for the women, hairstyle changing. And when I say that, we try on different hats and hairstyle to see what fits us. I finally found what fits me, being my damn self and being able to be rejected. I'm good. God got me. That's why I can take rejection like a grain of salt, like water running off my shoulders. It doesn't matter. I don't like the ongoing, annoying, stalking me and following me. Get back, dude. Get the hell back. Go in your own lane. Go to your own business affairs. Stop putting your ass up in my business. And see, when you get to this point, because you're also going to get to a point where you're no longer that doormat. I was listening to Oprah. That's why I love me some Oprah. And I used to watch the Oprah show all the time in the 80s when she first came out. And Oprah did a segment about doormats, about you being a doormat and always saying, yeah, 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 yeah. When you really want to say, no, I can't do it. And so doing that show is about speaking up and saying no. Well, let me tell you something, honey. When you learn to say no, because you really can't do it, right? But you learn to say no, no. Oh, your family ain't gonna like you. Your friend's not going to like you. That's been using you. That's been taking advantage of you. They're not going to like you. I can tell you that right now. So you better brace yourself. See, I think that so many people are always comfortable with the cushion that you won't fall hard in order to get back up strong. I'm going to repeat that again. You won't allow yourself to fall hard in order for you to get back up stronger as a person. You get it? See, some things God intend for you to not experience. That's why he have to remove certain people away from your life through rejection. He can't talk to you because you got too many people in your ears. And you can't listen to them because you don't have those quiet moments and quiet space that you need to talk to God. And in order to tap into the Spirit of God, all other people got to be demolished. And when I mean demolished, that means from your ears and from your mind and from your heart, all that gossiping have to be gone. And I'm going to tell you what's going to happen with the gossipers. Oh my God. If you have been they run to, because you're nice. You're so nice that you listen to every, you don't want to be bothered, but you still listen to them. But you got things to do, right? But you take time out of your life and what you had to do for yourself to listen to their gossip. And then before you know it, like a snake, they got you pulled into it. No, girl, I didn't know that. Yeah, girl. So now hours and times have went by just on gossiping alone. And what you had planned to do, it doesn't get done. Gossipers. They don't have nothing to do with their life, but waste your time. Gossipers. A gossiper will wake up early in the morning waiting for your light to turn on. Oh, they must be up now. And watch to see if they don't knock at that damn door. Ready to gossip. Early in the morning. They're attention hoggers and attention grabbers and energy drainers. They drain your energy. How do you feel after they leave? Drain. You got juicy gossip, but you feel drained from it. They're energy drainers. You get it? I don't know if these videos is going to upload, but I have so much to say about that because I went through a lot of separation myself from family and friends. I remember when, I had toxic family back then in the days. And they was, they was drinking before they found God. They was drinking and, they was toxic towards me. And so I remember reading the Bible and God said, get up from among your kinfolk, like he told Abraham. And I did. My first move was to Michigan. Wasn't too far from him, but that was my first move. But I was still getting hurt when I came to visit them or go to family gathering. So I said, okay, y'all don't want me that much and y'all keep mistreating me. I'm moving me and my kids all the way to California. And I did. 2,000 miles away. So I thought that moving away from them would solve the hurt, because we're going back to hurt people, hurt other people, right? No, that's not it. My counselor, I went through therapy, and she was good at it. And she said, you're not running away from your family and the problem. You're running away from the hurt and the pain that they caused or inflicted on you. That's why every time you get around them, you become angry, upset, and you become hurt. And then you just get up and leave. Since they don't want you around, then I'll just stay away from you. But then I wonder, I kept, well, dang, it seemed like some keep following me everywhere I go. Well, that was the hurt and pain moving with me. So no matter where I went, the hurt and pain was still there. And that's how some of you are. Hurt and pain is still there. So how you going to solve it if you got your mom and daddy and everybody else in your ears? How you going to solve it if your friends is in your ears and you're not listening to yourself and God? There should be, you know, they're good at doing Zoom meetings nowadays. Well, you need to have a spiritual Zoom meeting with God. It's just you and God. And you need to zoom your ass into the spiritual realm if you haven't been there for a long time. You need to go on over there to God and yourself. You need to be asking yourself why I'm feeling hurt, pain. You got to ask yourself. And you know what? Our inner person, this one cop told me, he said this to me, and it impacted my whole life. He was a white guy, a white cop, because I thought all white cops was bad because my dad was beaten by racist cops and killed, basically, by them. So I used to grow up thinking all white cops was bad, like the cop that I seen when my dad died. And so people was calling me crazy even from a young age. So you tend to, especially as a child, well, they call me crazy. And then the cop said, Miss Lax, he addressed me in a respectful manner. He said, Miss Lax, if you crazy, then I'm crazy too. I think you know what you're talking about. And he was the first man, a white cop, that ever said something like that to me, because everybody else was calling me crazy. And I'm young, you know, and you tend to call yourself that, right? Well, he said something. He said that, and something went on in my head, and it changed my whole life when he said that. And he said it's still in a cop way, but in a loving way that it impacted me to this day. Well, if you crazy, I'm crazy. I think you know what you're talking about. And I was like, wow. And there was a couple of cops, trust me and believe me. And he was saying, Miss Lax, they got you on Prozac. I was like, yeah, but they make me more angrier. They don't make me feel good, right? And then he said, Miss Lax, you don't need that. He said, all you need to do is journal write your anger. And then I had another counselor told me to journal write, you know, because through a lot of abuse, you still got anger going on too. Not only on top of the pain and hurt, but you still got anger going on. And anger is where it can escalate to rage. I learned this in anger management. Anger is where it can escalate to rage. And then from rage, it goes into violence. You explode. Especially the more you stuff it down and stuff it down and stuff it down, and you don't talk it out, and you don't get a chance to talk it out because nobody is listening. Well, one thing that I learned through therapy is that anger got to get out. So in order to not get it out on other people, this is where you're saying hurt people, hurt other people. No, you don't have to. It's a choice for that you're doing it. Because if the anger is an alarm in us. It's like an alarm clock. We can feel our anger coming on us, right? So in anger management, it tells you to try to leave the scene, try to walk away from the people that's inflicting or That's why I'm out in the desert and they still followed me. So what do I do when people follow me? And I'm armed. I'm protected. I got weapons up in here. So what do I do when people will not respect my boundaries and act like the big outside bullies and following me? That's not on me because they're acting reckless and careless with their own damn life. Right? This is our property, per se, and we have a right that this is a stand your ground state. So why would they put themselves in that type of situation if they love themselves? Right? So the anger is a warning sign. So this is another thing that they teach you in anger management. First, you try to get away from the people. Some people won't let you go. Some people won't even let you mad. Have you seen guys like that? Like he's mad at the girl. He doesn't want to hit her. So he's trying to walk out the door. She's blocking the door, man. You know what I'm saying? And when people is angry like that, it's best to just go ahead and let them out and let them go for a walk. Let them sit there and smoke a cigarette. Let them calm that down a little bit. Let them think about it, and then they'll come back and talk to you. Well, some women won't let a person do that, or some men. And so it's like they're already angry, and then you're blocking them. You feel me? And that can make a person shove you out the way, move out the way. But then the first thing that woman gonna say, he hit me. No, he was trying to get out the door from avoiding hitting you. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever seen a man in so much anger that he knocks holes through walls? You know what I'm saying? So if he really wanted to, he could probably knock you through the door and make you move. But he's trying to be a decent man, trying to control his anger, and he just needs you to move out the way. So he go think things out and think it through. And that's how anybody that has that, been hurt so bad, but you can feel the anger boiling. And you got to get away from people that's triggering you. You learn that in counseling too, the triggering people that's triggering you. Why are they and keep you triggered? You feel me? So you learn about the triggerers, the people that is triggering you, the people that keep bothering you. You want peace and you want to be left alone so you can spend time with yourself and work on yourself and whatever else that, you probably don't came a long way, but there's still the work that needs to be done in you. And the people keep bothering you because they won't let you work on yourself. You understand? And then they're expecting you to be a certain way, some kind of miracle. Well, sometimes some people are so much of a control freak that they'll try to control strangers. And this is where fights start off at. Because I'm grown and you're grown. And you up in my grown woman business. That's going to be a problem. And this is where drama comes in at. This is how people pull themselves in unnecessarily drama. That's why I call it. It's drama that you could have avoided by staying in your own lane. If the person asks for help, then that's totally different. But if you invasively force yourself in other people's affairs, you are asking for drama. You are asking for a beat down. Some people don't like nobody being in their damn business. And they take that part of their life very serious. So, I said that to go back to the anger. So instead of you holding that in, you're going to have to write it out, rap it out, sing it out, dance it out, paint it out. If you're an artist, paint that. You know, when you have that anger moment, just get your paintbrush and just start. If it's red that you see it, just make a red painting. I bet you it turns into a work of art because you are expressing your inner being. You're expressing your anger. You know what I'm saying? If you have red and black mixed up in there, you know, because that's normally the anger color, and then that dark part of you. I bet you have a masterpiece. What you bet? I bet you if you go into the studio when you angry and you don't want to hit no damn body, then hit that mic and just rap about it. Even if you got, I hate that bitch, the bitch clown, bitch hoe. I mean, I'm not a hoe, but you know, you're expressing that anger out, but you're rapping it out. Know what I'm saying? Bitch cheated on me, she a motherfucking hoe. Bitch cheated on me, she a motherfucking hoe. I'm not telling you to call him that, but you know, I'm just giving an example here on a real tip, not no fake and phony stuff. You know, you're a writer, write that shit out. I hate these motherfuckers that keep fucking with me. Nobody else is gonna read it but you. So write it out. This is what I learned. It's like self-therapy when you can't call your therapy right away. Therapist, I'm sorry. Write it out. Write down every bit of your feelings, everything that you feel. Just randomly, whatever surface, write it out. Write it out. Write it. Write it. I hate my motherfucking mama. Write it. I can't stand this girlfriend of mine. I don't even know why I'm here. I hate my boyfriend. He's so angry all the time. Write it out. Write it out. Write down, and this got to be so private that nobody else can see what you've written. So you don't want to keep it around in a journal that's it's gonna be easily found. Cause you're gonna be saying some rough stuff about people. I hate my motherfucking boss. I can't stand that bald headed motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But you want to get it out though. So then this is another method. You write out all of that toxic and all that garbage, and I hate this gossiping bitch. I hope that you know, because sometimes you can be hating that gossiper or the slanderer or the rumor spreader. Like I hate when they come over to my house with this shit. But you're not courageous yet to say that shit yet. Cause you just now getting started on how to separate and accept their rejection. So you write that shit out that I hate she a gossiper. Oh my God, I hate that she gossip at work. She and why she come to me? Why she come to me about everybody else's business? And she expect me to stop my work so I can listen to her gossip. Write that out. Okay, now that's one instruction. Now after you written all your feelings out, and my kids don't got away from this, and even me, I haven't been writing my emotions out and my feelings. Okay? Because that's what you're doing. And I learned this through self-improvement books too, because I read a lot of those too. Then you find a safe place to burn it or soak it in some water. You're getting rid of it. That's your way of burning it out of your system. That's your symbolization of also soaking it away. Once you soak something in water, especially a piece of paper, it dissolves. And it's easy to be torn up. And you're tearing that negativity out of your life. When you burn it, you're burning it out of your life. You don't want this type of toxic in your life or these type of people, right? Then another instruction is going to be this, and I haven't done it for a while, but it does work. Elimination and manifestation. I read this in a self-improvement book, and I tried it. See, it's something to read something and apply it, though. You got to apply it. So on one side of a piece of paper, notebook piece of paper, you're going to write elimination, eliminate. Then on the other side of the paper, you're going to write manifestation. Now on the eliminate, these are every negative thing that you want out of your life. You're basically telling the universe that you want it to eliminate all of these things in your life. And then on the opposite, you're going to write from your heart. And don't just write about materialistic things. Because you're working from the inside out. You're not looking for outer things right now. You are trying to find a connection with yourself. So you'll know who the hell you are. And you'll know what you're worth and your value and what you will put up with and what you won't put up with. So this starts with thank you. I know I'm good. But thank God for my therapist and God and myself. So you're going to write manifestation of what you want to happen inwardly. If you're an ugly ass, light-skinned, damn, I'm so beautiful, I'm a model, and every man don't concede and puff me up with arrogance that I'm a bad, beautiful mother, shut your mouth type of being. You need to write that shit out and get rid of it. You need to eliminate that out of your life because you probably got a lot of females that's ready to fight you. You probably got a lot of drama around you, and you need to let it go. That's what elimination is. You're giving it to the universe of God, and you letting it go. You see? Sometimes you can be overly too sensitive when people saying something, you know, about things. Gotta let it go. Gotta write it out. Lord, you know, sometimes I started off with a prayer to God first. Then I start my list of elimination. I pray unto the God of the universe. Then I start my process of what I want to eliminate. Negative energy vibration people that is no longer a part of God's divine plan for my life. Eliminate them. And manifest positive energy flowing people that would be supportive to my goals and my dreams. Manifest them into my life in the name by the blood of Jesus. And I seal it with the blood of Jesus. If you have alcohol problems, write it out, because that is a form of not denying that you're alcoholic. You're actually admitting that let's just say, let's take it a step further, shall we? Because a lot of you are secret and closet freaks. You don't want nobody to know. Well, if you don't want nobody to know, get your piece of paper out. But you know you want help with it. Get your piece of paper out. Eliminate. Whatever you want to say, God, my Father, or dear Lord, however you start that off. Then you want to say, you want to write down, eliminate being an alcoholic. Eliminate drinking excessively. Eliminate, and whatever else alcohol make you do. Fighting with my wife or whatever. If you're doing secret drugs, you want to write it out. Why is it important for you to write this out? Because you are acknowledging that you are an alcoholic and you're not in denial. And that's the 12 step to recovery. You could use 12 step to recovery on anything: food addiction, alcohol, drugs, relationship addiction. I mean, you got to admit that you have a problem, right? In order for you to solve it. You can't solve a problem if you never admit that there is a problem. You gotta admit that there's a problem here. And I'm not gonna be in denial no more. I need help in this area. Right? So if you don't want to speak it out yet, you're not brave enough to speak it out. I'm an alcoholic. I'm a drug head. I'm a womanizer. I'm a male chauvinist. I'm a racist, whatever. Boom. Bam. Then write it out then. Write it out. And write down everything that comes along with racism, womanizing. I beat on women. I brutalize them. I cuss them out. I call them all type of derogatory name. So do you know what this is? It's a cleansing from lies that you've been telling yourself for months and years that I'm not no womanizer. I'm not a woman abuser. You've been lying to yourself. Every woman that have been in your life got abused by you. But in your mind, you are keep telling yourself, I'm not an abuser. Look how I sent her flowers. But you forgot you gave her black eyes. And then after you gave her a black eye, then you sent her damn flowers. You forgot that one. See, I don't believe in playing with you because I went through so much that I couldn't play with myself per se. I had to be real and truthful. That's why I never turned towards drugs or alcohol. But however, I will tell you I did turn towards men at one part in my life. Until God even cut me off from men. Oh, they're not going to take my place. You see? And I thought that I couldn't make it without a man. I thought that I had to be in a relationship real quick so I wouldn't have to be in the house by myself and be in the bed by myself. Because after my husband and I split up the first one, I can't sleep in the bed. I still don't sleep in the bed. I sleep on a couch. Because there's something against me, or I just got so used to having him in the bed and we used to be cuddled that I don't sleep in the bed no more. Unless I'm really tired. I don't got comfortable years of on the couch. And I'm good with that now, because it's me, myself, and I, and the couch, and the dog. I'm good. So that's what I want you to do. This video probably won't upload, but God brought you here to listen to me for a reason. It's annoying and it's irritating, but then some of you need to hear this. Because you're closet freaks. You keep hiding your problems. Then you go to the video land and take a good laugh at me, but your problem is still there. I'm like your alcoholic and your drug. You have your laugh with me for a moment and laugh about me and talk about my problems and eavesdrop so that you will have something to talk about because you're bored without me. Because that means you got to face your own problems. You don't have me no more to talk about and make fun of. So therefore, now you got to face your own problems. What was you doing before you even knew my name, Miss Slacks? Well, then you need to go back to it. Or improve your own life. So this process help you to stop lying to yourself. That's the first thing. You gotta how you gonna be truthful to God and you lying to your own damn self? So and how if you lie to yourself and you lie to God, how you gonna tell the truth to your next mate? You're gonna be lying to them. So get that out of your system. And now that you wrote down your big secret, and here I'm going to say a big one. If you are involved in something that you know that you are in some deep shit, but you want to get your ass up out of it, do the elimination process to the universe. I'm gonna tell you what happens during this process. Then I'm about ready to end this video. What happens is it's an energy that happens when you write down you got to be wholehearted though, because the energy will not it will not work if you're double-minded and you're not serious. You just testing it to see how it works. No, this is where you pour out your heart to God's universe. Every secret that you have ever had to bear because you're afraid of what would happen, well, write it down. Write it down. And then after you've written it down, burn it. Now nobody sees it. But you got it out the system, your system. Now what you do is let the universe of God eliminate. Let it work for you. Let it just naturally work. Let things naturally manifest in your life. Just chill out sometime of always trying to interrupt God doing. Just let it relax. Just relax and let it flow. Let the energy flow. Let the universe work. And then you know what's going to happen? Man, I'm not getting as angry as I used to. Man, I can't believe that I overcame that dang problem like that. Man, it's like it's going to smooth and work its own self out anyway. Once you write it down on paper. And I mean that. And that's pretty much it. I'm getting sleepy and sign off.